Good evening, children. Turn on the video.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Neha, turn on your video.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
How are you, ma'am?
Yes, Neha.
How are you, ma'am?
Neha, what about you?
I'm good, ma'am.
Great.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Shreyansh. How are you? That's good. Okay. So in the last class, we have done the dissection regarding the flower, and also we discussed the structure of the flower. You have explained. Everybody has explained, I guess, right? Now, today we have the two things. Either we can go for the experiment, as I was discussing in the next class, that small experiment will be going ahead. Or the second thing, what we can do is the writing part is remaining for us, right? The modification of leaf and the structure of flower. For that, we have to write the notes. So you tell me what we should go ahead. Either we should go ahead regarding the activities or the experiments explanation. The second thing, what we can do the writing part of the pending topics.
Yes,
What do you want to do, children?
you can do the
Hmm?
writing part.
Writing part. Shreyansh is saying writing part. Trilokya. What about you?
Ma'am, writing part, ma'am.
Writing part. Okay. Harshit, what about you? Should we go ahead for the writing part, Neha and Harshit?
Ma'am, can you share us, ma'am? I did in my school.
What, Trilokya?
Ma'am, can I show you an activity I did in school?
Yes, you can. But how you will be showing it?
Ma'am,
Okay, right. Oh, very nice. Very nice. This is. You just send me the picture also.
okay.
In like okay. Okay, very nice. Fine. Okay, so till I think we have written till the functions of leaves we have written, right?
Ma'am, we wrote till the venations of the leaves.
Okay, the parallel variation we have written. After that, the functions we need to start and related to the activities. Three activities I've explained regarding the leaves, right? Those activities are a little big. So what I'll do, I'll share you the the writing part of that. You can write it after the class, might be okay. Because if I start writing it, it'll be too long. It'll be taking three classes for me actually. Okay. So what you can do from the picture, from that notes, you can just write it down in your copy. All right. So we'll be writing now the next thing, which are the functions of leaf. Let me share the screen and let me know whether it is visible or not. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
So next part, what we will be starting is the functions of leaves. So next topic is functions of leaves. So the main function, as you all know, it is what? It is the photosynthesis. The first function and the major function performed by them is the photosynthesis. So photosynthesis is basically the synthesis of food for the whole plant, and it is the process by which it is a process of photosynthesis, because of which what they will be doing, they will be relying on them, on which almost all the living organisms depend directly, indirectly. So either directly we are depending upon the plants, or the indirectly we are depending on the plants so as to get the food for obtaining their food. So this is about the photosynthesis. The second thing is the transpiration, which is the removal of the excess water from the surface of the leaf, is the transpiration. So the stomata present on leaves, stomata present on leaves carry out the process of transpiration.
Ma'am, can you keep before slide?
Yes, I'm going back. Just a minute. Let me complete this word. I'll go back now. So write these 2 points, then we will be writing the third point. Done, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Shreyansh done? Harshit done?
Yes,
Adya?
I'm writing the last name.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
Now third point. Now in some of the plants, what they will be doing, the leaves will be getting modified into the thread-like structure. So in some plants, leaves get modified into thread-like structures, which will help them to climb, and it will also help them to get the support. After this, there is one point to be noted, to note down, that stem.
Structure should be TUREF.
Yes, 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 correct. Thank you.
Oh, yes, very good. Ma'am,
So
support
after this,
ma'am, support is that O or E?
O, SUPPOR, support.
Ma'am, it is looking like E.
No, it is O. Let me change it again. Then in that case, I'll write it again. O. Okay. Now, very important question it is.
Ma'am,
So, how the stem acts like a two-way street? Generally, it comes in your board exams and also in the entrance exam. That how stem acts like a two-way street. What do you mean by street? What do you understand by street?
ma'am, road. Ma'am, road.
Road. Okay. Any other meaning if you think of
Ma'am, like
path? Correct. Of like a two-way street. Okay. So you are correct, which is road, which is path, and all, right? But how can we say that a stem is like a path, or how we can say that stem is like a street? How we can say this?
Because ma'am, it transports like nutrients to the whole plant, and ma'am,
Okay. Any other? Hmm.
it grabs like from roots. It will take the minerals and water and transfer it to the whole plant, which like on road vehicle will transport from one place to another. The same roots from roots it will take the minerals and water and send it to other plant of the parts of the plant, and then the food is prepared by the plant will it will send to the other parts of the plant.
Very good, very good. Harshit and Shreyansh, you both are correct. So now what happened? They've explained properly. So suppose this is the, we have a plant, okay? Suppose this is the plant. Let me draw it first of all completely. Okay. Now we have this XYZ plant, okay? We the leaves are there. We have the leaves in it. Now what happened, as you know very well, here the roots are there. So roots, what they will be doing, they will be taking the minerals and the water upside, right? So roots, what they are doing, they will be taking the minerals and the water upwards. Upwards means it through the stem, it will go to the leaves also, right? Whereas when we talk about from the upper side here in the leaves, what will happen? The food will be prepared. So what do? They will transport this food from the leaves to the stem, and stem will give it to the other parts of the body. That is how we can say that it is a two-way street. So from both the sides, something or the other thing can go through it. So the conduction is happening. The transportation of the water, mineral, and the food is happening. So one is upper side, one is going another downside. So water and minerals is going upward, whereas the food is going downwards. That is why we can say that it is the two-way street. So key highlight is transport of water, transport of water from roots to different plant parts, to different plant parts. This is the first point related to it. Now coming to the second point, second what happened? It will be transport of food from leaves to other plant parts. So this down arrow is basically the for the food. Okay, the down arrow is for the food, and this top arrow is for the water and mineral. So this is how we say that the it is a two-way street. So stem will be taking the water and the minerals from bottom to the top of the plant, whereas the from the top of the plant, the food will be shifted down to the other parts of the plant through the stem. Fine, so draw this diagram and also write these two key points. This down arrow will be for the transportation of the food, and the upper one is for the transportation of water and minerals. Once it is done, let me know.
Then ma'am.
Okay. Others?
Couldn't it not have a class at 8:30?
We will be writing flower. Once we complete the leaves, then we'll be going to the flowers.
Okay.
Okay. So after this is the next one is modification of the leaf. So as in the third point we have mentioned, modification means the changes. So changes will happen in the leaves. So why these changes happens? These happens for some or the other reason, right? So they will be doing some function. So the first one is for the support. So leaves provide. You tell me.
And can you show the last line and like previous line? I want to write the last
Yeah. Okay.
down.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, I'm done.
Okay. So the first one, leaves provide support. So that is why for giving support, they have the modification. So you might have seen in some of the plants and all the leaves, what they will be doing, they will be modifying into the tendrils. So leaves are modified into tendrils which coil around a support. So they will be coiling around as like the tendril and they will be helping the plant to climb. So that is why that is what is the modification which happens in the plant so as they can give the support to the plant. So example, like in the pea plant. In the pea plant, the tendrils will be there and with the help of those tendrils, the plant will be able to get the support. Then lentils, etc. Second point is leaves store food. So some of the leaves as like cabbage, spinach. So what we are doing, we are eating them, right? So why we are able to eat them? Because they have stored the food in the leaf part. So leaves of some plants store extra food and are mostly eaten as vegetables. Example, spinach, cabbage, etc. Then third one, multiplication. It means to increase the number of that particular plant.
Ma'am, examples
Third,
are bronophyllum.
very good guess. So multiplication. So as to increase the number, what happens? The bird will be growing on the surface of the leaves. So leaves of some plants have birds that can grow in that can grow into new plant. New. So see, I'll just make a leaf and I'll show you what happened actually in them. Bryophyllum is example. So see, like this, the leaf of the bryophyllum will be okay. So the leaf of the bryophyllum will be like this. Now what happened on this leaf, on the edges of this leaf, there will be small birds will be growing like this, okay? On the edges of leaves or the margin of leaves, the small birds will be growing like this. Now what happened when the wind comes or when any other kind of the agent, comes? What they will do, this leaf will fall down. The birds like structure will fall down like this down. Okay, they will fall down like this, and as soon as they fall down, what do? They start growing into the new plant. So that is what the multiplication. So from one plant we are able to get more than one. So that is what the multiplication, to increase the number of the plant, this happens in them. Then the last function is for protection.
Second function.
Le Yeah.
Second function now.
Okay, I'll go back.
Mhm. Thank you. Yes, I'm done.
All have done, children, this page?
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. 1 minute.
Okay.
Ma'am, over.
Okay. Now copy this third page, next page, third point.
Done, ma'am.
All have done?
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay. We'll go to the last one now. Fourth one. Leaves provide protection also. So as you might have seen the cactus. The cactus.
Ma'am, you're stuck in. Ma'am, are you there?
I think some network problem on my end. Is my screen visible now again?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So in some, okay, in some, yeah,
Ma'am, it's not.
not there. Okay, let me share it again. Okay, now is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so in some plants like the cactus, what do? The leaves have basically the spines, and these spines will protect them. And also the water loss will not be there because they have to save the water. Until unless they do not save the water, they will not be able to survive, right? So they live in the desert. That is why they have these spines on them so that they can prevent the loss of water. So because of this, prevents loss of water from the leaves by the process of transpiration. And also, spines protect the plant from grazing animals. So, when the spines will be there, the animals will not come and graze on them, right? So, automatically they are protecting themselves. So, spines protect the plant from grazing animals. Done, children?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, no, ma'am. 1 minute.
Okay, no problem. Just give me a 1 minute, children. I'll just write the. Okay, only this much page. So after this, now I'll show you a video. I think you all might have learned about or you might have heard about the insectivorous plants. Am I correct, children?
Yes, ma'am. No,
Right?
ma'am. No.
Okay, I'll tell you what they are. And these insectivorous plants are basically, in them what happened? The leaves are modified, right? So their leaves are in such a way that they will be helping or they will be catching the insects inside them. I'll show you the real videos. Uh, First of all, everybody complete this, then I'll move to the video part.
I'm like touch me not plant.
Ma'am, over.
Touch me not plant, no, no. Bhavesh, touch me not plant is not the insectivorous plants. Insectivorous plants are those plants which eat insects actually. Okay. So what they will do, they will be eating the insects. I'll show you.
Touch me not plant.
Ma'am, pitcher plant.
Correct. Pitcher plant, right? Pitcher plant. Pitcher plant you have, then Venus flytrap,
Yes.
sundew, bladderwort. There are so many are there. So let me first of all see and then I'll share the screen again. Okay, now I'll share the screen. Just let me know.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Tell me.
Ma'am, like keep a human hand in the mouth of the Venus trap. Will it like eat our hand?
No, no, no. They cannot eat, the size. Actually, size varies. So our hand size is much bigger. Though they will try to take it, but our force is very much because they don't have much force to apply, right? So that is why they will not be able to eat. But yes, definitely some of like so many are together. Then in that case, they can do it.
Okay, ma'am. They can
Is
eat
my
the
screen visible?
the hand out. Ma'am will pull the hand out.
Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. Definitely, we can pull it out.
Okay, ma'am.
Is my screen visible?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Let me share again.
No, ma'am.
That case. Now is it visible?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll just play the video and once the video is over, then I'll explain. Okay, just see the video carefully and listen to it.
5 years ago, no, sorry, millions of years ago, a number of plants went through a remarkable adaptation. These photosynthetic plants live in nutrition-poor environments, often lacking in sufficient nitrogen, and so they evolved the capacity to supplement their diets by trapping and eating animal flesh. Like my mom used to say, if you need calcium, eat a milkman. Yep. That's what she said. Perhaps the most well-known of these carnivorous plants is the Venus flytrap. Its leaves are divided into two lobes hinged along a midrib. Small trigger hairs on each lobe are extremely sensitive to touch.
So see, what happened in this plant? They have the two, flap-like structures. Actually, this is not the Venus flytrap picture what they are showing. Venus flytrap picture structure is little different. Okay, so here in this picture, what they are doing, you can see the insect is there, like near to that plant, right, near to that leaf. So as soon as that insect will touch the flap of this plant, they will get close. See.
When these hairs are bent, ion channels at the base of the hairs open. This generates an electrochemical signal, which then changes cells in the midrib and allow the lobes, which are held under tension, to snap shut. It is truly as if we are watching the subtle gears tick of nature's exquisite clock.
And immediately when they close it, so what happened? These plants have some kind of the digestive juices. So those digestive juices they will start producing, and because of that, the insect which got trapped inside, they will start eating them because of those juices. Like if I talk about the human body, we also have what hydrochloric acid present in our body. Same way, these plants also have those digestive juices so as to dissolve the insect.
Why did you bleep that? I said clock. You're making it sound like I'm saying cock. Oh, okay. The leaves shut in two phases. At first, the closure is fast, but only part of the way, trapping larger prey, but allowing smaller, less nutritious animals to escape. Hey, I saw that. That is so fucked up. As if the fly doesn't have enough to worry about. If the right size insect is captured, the finger-like cilia that lines the top of the leaves lace together, eventually forming an airtight seal so that the plant's digestive juices don't leak out and bacteria can't get in. Over the next 5 to 12 days, the insect, or very unlucky frog, is digested, after which the fly trap will open again.
Now, once it will be taking almost 10 to 12 days to eat that insect or any other kind of the organism completely, because digestive juices does not work immediately in their body. They take time. So that is why slowly and gradually they will be eating that insects, and after some 10 to 12 days, when they complete eating process, then only they will open the mouth of them.
If this seems grotesque to you, imagine what a salad looks like to a plant. Think of this as revenge for your mixed greens of horror. If the fly trap is like getting your arms
See, this is a sundew plant. Sundew because basically like a dew kind of these structures you can see on the surface.
chopped off by the sneeze screen at a Chili's salad bar, the Drosera is death by lollipop hugging. The Drosera is also called the sundew. It's
See, like this, the sundew plant will be, and now what happened? They have like dews on their body. Dews are nothing but they are the kind of the sticky substance which are produced on the surface of them. And as soon as any kind of the insect is coming and sitting on that, what happened? They'll get trapped. They'll get stick to it. And if they try to fly away, they will not be able to do that.
tiny tentacle hairs glisten as though tipped with a drop of dew. It is in fact not dew, but rather mucilage secreted by the sundew's mucilage glands.
See, they are not able to actually leave that insect whosoever is coming. Anyhow they are moving, they are rotating, they are revolving themselves, or the other part of the plant is helping. So they are behaving like kind of the humans, where one is pushing or pulling or hitting each other.
No, this mucilage is not like that peanut buttery lung cookie you throated up on the subway. This mucilage is a thick, sticky, glue-like substance that both ensnares and digests its prey. The tentacles respond to the slightest touch, causing other tentacles to slowly bend towards the prey and downwards. The more the animal struggles, the more they are entangled.
So it's like a trap, right? Like in for the rat, we will be keeping the trap the same way. It is like one dew-like structure, one tentacle-like structure. When it holds the insect, the other tentacles, the other nearby tentacles will also get aware of it, and they also start bending towards the insect. And ultimately, the insect will not be able to fly again.
In this external stomach, except if you are this spider. This spider does not give a fuck. Some of the largest carnivorous plants employ a different, more passive strategy. Nepenthes or pitcher plants have modified
See,
leaves that
this is the pitcher plant where you can see a mouth-like structure is there. On the top, the flap-like part will
act
be
as
there.
pitfall traps. Sugary nectar
See,
is
like this.
secreted near the pitcher's peristome or rim, drawing insects towards a slippery inner wall, which causes prey to fall into and eventually
Now, on the top of this pitcher plant, the mouth part of it is very very slippery actually. So the moment any kind of the insect they come and sit on that cover of the mouth, what happened? They'll slip inside that pitcher plant, and inside the pitcher plant they have so many hair-like structure. And once they slipped into those hair-like structure, they will get entangled. If they try to come out, they will not be able to come out because they are trapped by so many hairs. And then slowly and gradually, digestive juices will start eating them.
They drown in the digestive
See, you can see the picture, liquid like substance that is digestive juice.
juices below.
See,
What the hell angle is this for a shot? The inventor of the Kickstarter toilet cam finally got a break. Yeah, totally. It's for nature videos. Just be #blessed that you don't have to worry about falling into a stomach. In Borneo, 3 species of Nepenthes engage in a mutualistic interaction with the mountain tree shrew. These plants produce toilet pitchers, which is already 2 words that should not be that close together. They exude a nectar in a way that is only readily accessible when the shrew places its butt over the pitcher's orifice. It's like a form of payment, like a restaurant with toilets as seats. It's a lot to take in. That's what the pitcher plant said. Mutualism is the way 2 organisms of different species exist in a relationship in which each individual benefits from the activity of the other. The shrew benefits.
see, this rat is basically, their size is a little big. So what happened? See, immediately they are not slipping into the picture, right? They will be taking time, and then ultimately, slowly and gradually, they might slip into that, or they might not slip into that.
From eating the exuded nectar, while the pitcher plant benefits because someone shits in its mouth. Win-win! The feces of the shrew is in fact a simple and efficient way for the plant to receive nutrients, and it is a perfect example of one of nature's most fundamental rules. If there is a hole, something will crawl up in there and poop in it. You can try this, by the way. Lie down and put some honey on your nose. And open your mouth. It's so up.
So this is about the insectivorous plants we have, We don't have them in the and they are basically found in the area where the deficiency of nitrogen is there, where the nitrogen is not present, in a proper amount in the soil. So when the nitrogen is not present in a good amount in the soil, then ultimately how they will be getting the nitrogen? So that is the reason they are trapping the insects so that they can get the nitrogen and then they can, survive. Because the major food for them is the nitrogen. And if they are not getting the nitrogen from soil, ultimately they have to kill someone, right? And the small, small insects. So you might have heard about, zombies, right? Zombies, what do?
They eat humans.
Right, they eat
And
humans.
they
So,
eat brains.
yes,
Human
Brains.
brains. Human brains.
human brains and all, like, every creature, they need something or the other kind of the things. And if they are not getting it, then definitely they have to find some other solution. So might be,
Yeah.
see, I am not aware, but might be the zombies, you know something might have happened, before them, or maybe the creatures, so that they have turned into like this way, right? Directly they might not be the zombies actually. Directly they might not be, eating those brains or the other parts of it, but might be something had happened during that time that made them to eat those things.
Ma'am, that's cannibalism.
Ma'am,
Yes,
symbiotes
correct.
also, ma'am. Symbiotes.
Yes, symbiosis. So there are so many different varieties actually we have. And that's what actually, like, insectivorous plants. So many insectivorous plants are there, and each have a different structure with the different same functions will be there to trap the insect and to get the nitrogen. But yes, the structure will be different. Like as in the dew form, as in the flap form to cover and close it. Then you have the two mouth closing together. So this is about the leaf and its structure. Now the next time we will be writing about the flower, and also once I complete the structure of the flower and the writing part of it, because it's the last topic going on, right? The flower. So once we complete the structure of flower, then we'll go to the experiments actually. So I have made some of the experiments which are easy to do, and it's like, easily available at your home also. So those experiments we will be doing it, and we will be learning actually, what actually, in day-to-day life you can do it and how you can understand it. It's like, learning by doing. If you, though like if I spoke about the toothbrush, right? You were not aware. You are aware that you are doing the brush and all, but you were not aware that that is an acid or it is a base, or if both get mixed together, what happened, right? Same with acidity also. If acidity happen, the amount of acid is more. Yes, Bhavesh?
Filament is ma'am.
Yes.
Filament is there inside. Yeah.
Hmm.
Ma'am, filament will be there in toothpaste, right?
Filament will be there
There
in
is
whom?
toothpaste, ma'am. Toothpaste. You're
Yes.
talking.
Yeah. Toothpaste, right? So yeah, it will be there. So different, actually, few basic things we will be doing by using the basic things which are available at home. Okay. So let me complete this class structure in the next class, and then we'll go ahead with experiments then. Okay. Anything, children, you wanted to ask?
No, ma'am.
No. Anything else?
Ma'am, Venus flytrap has a hair-like structure, ma'am, which like when the insects like touch the hairs, ma'am, those are triggers, ma'am, which will like trigger the plant, ma'am. So it is.
Yes. Actually, they will be getting the impulse.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
because of that, they are triggered. Like, if your mama is shouting on you, your teacher is shouting on you, then what happened? Immediately you get triggered. Oh, why it happened, right? So you start responding towards it. See, with teachers, you won't be doing it easily, right? Because you might be scared. But with mother, sometimes you do it. And with father, depending upon your bonding with them. Trailokia is laughing, definitely she used to do. Yeah, Trailokia?
I'm scared of my mother.
Okay, Harsh is scared of mother.
Body, ma'am.
But Shriyansh, I can't hear you. I can't hear you, Shriyansh.
Ma'am,
Ha, same, say now.
ma'am, it doesn't completely eat the body, ma'am. It absorbs the nutrients and throws the body.
Correct. Right. So this is what actually the life is. Sometimes we are scared, sometimes we are not scared, sometimes like we are chill and sometimes we are relaxing. So depending upon the mood, depending upon the state we are in, we are responding towards it, right? So never mind, we will be meeting in the next class and we will be completing the class structure, and then we'll move it with lot of experiments and the other parts. Okay? Okay, children then. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank you.
ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Have a nice day.
Bye. Thank you.